Leave me. Hold on. Hold up, wait a minute. Hey, turn me up. Can you hear me in the back? Let me turn my mic up. All right. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Turn me up. Can you hear me in the back? Let me turn my mic up. Mic button. All right, here we go. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Ladies myself and gentlemen. Myself in my headphones. Take that L. Turn me up. Can you hear me in the back? Not already in the chat talking crazy. All right, here we go. What's going on? Mute myself right quick. All right. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We'll talk about a few things today. It's easy for me to do videos like that. I'm still, you know what I mean? Then we edit them, just go live, boom, talk about a few things and get the hell up out of here, man. You know, call walking smarter, not harder. Because there's a few things I want to talk about today. Digital Foundry finally, you know, got their hands on the Red Dead Redemption 2 trailer, and I gotta talk to my PlayStation brethren right quick, man. Talking about how to avoid these L's. Also, too, the career, which is not surprisingly, but it's coming out during a crowded month. Shadow of the Tomb Raider, developers talking about the game. How it's gonna be native 4K 30. On the most likely the Pro 2, maybe dynamic for the Pro, but they say native 4K 30 on the X and a 1080p 60 mode. So I'm looking for something similar to like that on the Pro, where they can stay at 4K on the Pro. That's yet to be seen, but you know, somewhere in between, right? My side, your side, somewhere in between lies the truth. You know what I mean? The Elite controller, we're gonna talk about that. The Elite controller 2.0. We'll talk about that. I want to talk about the Spider-Man marketing. You guys' thoughts about that? They hitting the bliss. I see motherfucking Porter Rock texting me with all types of propaganda, Spider-Man propaganda. I want to talk about that. And something else I want to talk about. Hopefully it'll come to me before the end of the show. But something else I did want to talk about. Oh, yeah, Red Dead Redemption. I said that, you know. Talked about that. Digital Foundry. Hold on one second. Spider-Man. Hold on, read that. Alright, hold on, let me see something. Let me save this. No, I better see you guys in 1 second. Shout out, you know, go shout everybody out in chat. Alright, here we go. Now we're cooking with some grease. Now I can see everybody. Let me mute myself. As you guys come in, you be so kind, hit the like. I need the like button my damn self. Let's separate the haters from the supporters, man. The like button for your boy. Let me see. Shadow Tomb Raider. Alright, here we go. Right click, copy. Alex, who I got in here, man? I got 6996, weirdo. Neth, what's up, Neth? G Junior, what's up, baby? Nico PBG, DI Almighty, Dark Link, Alex Escobar. Alex, Alex, I need your ass on Expand Your Mind podcast tonight. I need you to hook up with the Hebrew Israelite warrior tonight. You know what I mean? Hopefully these guys can get me to believe in Jesus again tonight on Expand Your Mind podcast. We're doing it at 10 p.m. on the Mixer on Twitch. I'll leave the link down below. Who else I got in the chat? Who I got? Dark Link, dedicated servers. Brad Dale Dickens, shout out to you. Vitaly 1987. True fuck nigga. Reunion K, Spider-Man Subway, Automatic. Who else I got? Games and Grind, Chris Righteous, Ghost of Boogie, Danny Stab, C-Tech. My man said, hopefully. Hey, bro, listen. Alex talking about hopefully if he home, he'll be there. Nah, it's your Christian duty to come out there and be there tonight, bro. The finest was good, baby. It's your duty as a Christian to be there, baby. Don't get scared now. Word up, don't get scared now. Let me put the link out there and put in stuff. My computer running slow. I think I got a virus or something, bro. My cat? Hold on 1 second. Join me live. Digital Foundry. Yeah. Foundry breaks. Yo, I got so many damn ants in my house, bro. This is crazy. I got ants like a Joker got roaches, man. Like for real. I don't like bugs anyway, right? I don't care if it's a ladybug, a lightning bug, a moth, a butterfly, nothing. A gnat, mosquito, I lose my life. I hate bugs. And yo, I got so many ants, man. Like for real. I heard if you cut a limit up and put it in the window so they won't come in. I'm gonna pray. Jesus, please get rid of these ants. Shaka laka laka. Somebody, Kratos, please get rid of these ants. Odin, get rid of these ants. Thor with a lightning bolt, kill these god. Let me speak to Teddy. Somebody get rid of these goddamn ants. Red Dead Redemption 2 gameplay. Plus more. Alright, here we go. Right click, copy, paste. Let's have some fun with this. So we're gonna talk today, have a little conversation. Talk to you guys there, man. And you're listening. For all my Bible thumpers out there right now, please pray for me and these ants. Deliver me from these ants. It's a plague in here. Now you had in the Bible, you had the plague of locusts and all that shit. I got a plague of ants, man. Seriously. They used to be walking around the floor, man. Before my cat would kill them. Now the cat, they be all in the cat food. Cat don't even care. Like, seriously, man. I should have just live streamed on my phone, but I went outside in the backyard. Show you how I'm living. A bum ass. But get your dusty ass up out here next to you and see how I'm living. Let you see the slanted roof in my attic. The twin bed in the background. You don't give a fuck about me. I don't give a fuck about you. I ain't gonna be messy today, man. I ain't gonna be messy today. Alright, so here I come right now. Alright. Before I start the show, I like to at least look in the chat so I can interact with you guys. I'm just putting the link in my Facebook group and put it in my Discord. Here I go. 2 seconds. We'll start this conversation. But anyway, I can start now. Gamescom's next week too. I'm gonna maybe talk a little bit about Gamescom, what to expect. I wanted to do a whole rollout on that professionally, a little bit for me. Take some notes on what I think we're going to see. I know for sure they're going to show this Elite controller. I know they're going to show that for sure. You know what I mean? I like gadgets. I know the first, even though like I said, I love the first Elite controller. It just wasn't. It doesn't feel cheap. We'll say that right there. But it wasn't made. I don't know. Maybe it was badly built or whatever. Like I said, for the year my B button was sticking. You know what I mean? But that was the only issue. Like I love the weight of it. I love everything about the controller, especially the weight. But it didn't last that long. But like I said, you go straight to the Microsoft store, warranty or not, they swap that bitch right out for you. You know what I mean? I will give them that. Like I said, when it comes to stuff like that, Microsoft is dead on with their customer service. But like I said, hold on. All right, now we cook it with some grease. All right, let's go. Listen here. Let's go. All right, now we good. Let's go. Let's start the show. You said that 5 minutes ago. Listen, calm the fuck down, bro. As you wait for my slow black ass to get right, hit the like button. God damn. There you go. Here we go. Once upon a time, not long ago. All right, here we go. Where's my show? There we go. Now I can see you beautiful people. Now listen, I got 80 some odd people here, man. Hit the like button for me. God damn. I just knew I was a hell of a father. So, where we going with this first, right? Zant Man. This he called me the Zant Man. Yo, I do, man. I got hella ants in here, man. Like shit real, bro. Like I got hella ants, man. Hella ants. Like it's a plague in here, man. Like seriously, man. Call me Ant Man. Oh shit, we got Wheelchair Wave in the chat. Wheelchair Wave. Shout out to Wheelchair Wave. Says Z, you cinnamon for ants. Fuck nigga probably give me more ants. He'll give me ants and roaches. Put that sweet shit on the ground. You a true fuck nigga for that. I'm gonna Google that one, bro. I know they said use lemon. Put a lemon in the windowsill. Maybe it's the acidic from the lemon. They don't maybe burns them or they don't like the way it smells. I don't know. But I ain't never heard my man said put some brown sugar and a couple maple leaf syrup in the corner. You's a true fuck nigga that for Ghost of Boogie. But shout out to you though. I don't even think I own any cinnamon. I know I don't. But I'll go buy some. I get some organic cinnamon and then I'll leave that down. All right, but anyway, like I said, a reunion case. Shout out to your game and grind. Shout out to everybody. All right, that's me. Shout out to you too. So anyway, talk about Spider-Man first. So anyway, one of the things that I've been very critical of Microsoft has been their marketing. I'll give you an example. Last generation. Hold up. See something. Last generation. Damn cat. There we go. There we go. So last generation, right? Microsoft with their marketing was over the top. Halo, Gears, Call of Duty, you know what I mean? Whatever they partnered with, it was always over the top. Commercials everywhere. Big rollouts in stores, 7-Eleven, everything. This generation, not so much. I remember these guys arguing me down on BGST when I said, what the hell is going on with Microsoft and their marketing, right? What's the deal? Crap said he's seen Xbox commercials doing the Wheel of Fortune or something, whatever the fuck he watches. I'm like, no, come on, what the fuck is we doing here, bro? Their marketing has been shit, and that's why I kind of coined the slogan or the term, be the behemoth you are, right? Like, again, like, shout out to Porter Rock. Shout out, he sent me a tweet. Like, Sony got the message. I'm going to show you something. This is how you market a goddamn game. It says here, Marvel Spider-Man for the PS4 invades Manhattan subways with awesome Spidey hype. Let me tell you something. This is why I'm telling you guys that Spider-Man is going to outsell God of War. Some of you guys are confusing with it with saying I'm saying that Spider-Man is going to be better than God of War. I didn't say that. I'm just saying that Spider-Man is Spider-Man is up there with Mario. Maybe might be bigger than Mario. Like Spider-Man is huge. You know what I mean? If you think of Marvel Comics or just Marvel period and all the characters they have, no one sells more merch, items, trinkets, game, anything. Even over to the DC universe, where I don't know who's more popular in DC, whether it's Superman or Batman. Spider-Man eclipses those. Like no one sells more merch or anything like the Spider-Man is huge. Okay? Now I'm not saying what's going to be a better game. I'm just saying that this is huge, and the fact that it's so huge. Not only did Sony put out a Spider-Man themed PS4 Pro, they're also releasing a Spider-Man PS4 themed Slim. They didn't do that for the God of War. They didn't. You got the God of War PS4 theme, and that was it. Pro. You know what I mean? Here's some of the shots, some of the photos. That, like, this is dope. And this is what I'm talking about marketing. Be the behemoth you are. You know? I'm a huge Gears of War fan, right? I would love, well, I don't ride the train, but I'm just saying if I did ride the train, to sit down and I got a chainsaw behind me or something. Like, this is dope. They got the whole train painted red. Spider-Man. This is ill. You know? Look at this. Of all places, Manhattan, Times Square. Like, this is how you market a game. This is how you do it. This is, again, pulling all the stops and being the behemoth that you are. Hold on 1 second. Hello.
Hey, look, I was going through my old numbers, man, just making sure this was you. And no, nigga, I ain't gonna be calling you every day, and I ain't called you every day since I got your number.
Oh, okay.
So you ain't got to worry about it. Say, God damn, this nigga do got my number. God damn. How you been doing, man?
I've been alright, man. I've been praying to the Most High. I'm alright, good brother.
That's good, man. That's good. Oh, you, cause I'm Muslim. I don't know. You just pretty much. You ain't Muslim, is it?
Man, I'm everything wrapped up in one.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm Muslim, bro. When you
I'm Muslim. I'm Muslim. I'm Jehovah's Witness. I pray to Kratos. I pray to every goddamn thing. I got everything going on.
Even Buddha?
Buddha too.
How your family been doing, man?
Hey, they alright. They still begging. They alright.
That's good, man. That's good. All right, man. I was going through my old numbers, man. I sent your number, man. Just make sure I'm going to jot it down. Hey, like I said, man, when I sent you that thing, man, no rush on that, man. Whenever you get the time, brother.
Okay.
I kick it with you, man.
Oh, all right. Well, yeah, I'm on the air right now, so
Yeah, go
okay,
ahead.
Yeah. I'll be off the air.
I'm about to tune in.
Oh, well, tune in right now, so I can talk about you behind your back. Yeah, tune in.
Oh, yes, sir.
All right.
All right, fam.
I just knew I was a hell of a father. And they said, "You Muslim?" Yeah, I'm Muslim too. Whatever you want to be, brother. So anyway, right? Told you I ain't got good sense, man. I ain't got friend no foe. What's up, Fernando? Z is a Nordic. So anyway, hit the like button, man. I got over 100 people in here, man. I got 33 likes, man. You motherfuckers stingy with them likes, bro. God damn. So anyway, back to what I was saying. This is what you call true genius, again, by Sony. Marketing. Their marketing, and well, here's check out. And the reason why their marketing is so good this generation, and is much better than it was the previous generation, because Sony hired the same marketing team that Microsoft used last generation. Like I said, with the big, everything was over the top, huge, big. Just gives you that presence that or being the behemoth that you are. Now, I don't know what the hell happened in the misstep that, hey, whether it was Donnie D's fault, whoever said, hey, we don't need these guys anymore. Do our own thing, because again, this generation, Microsoft's marketing has been dog shit. Like I said, this is nice. This is dope. I'm not even a comic book guy, but the fact that we get the game, you know, of course I know what Spider-Man is, but this is just ill. Look at these photos. The whole goddamn train. Spider-Man. Look at that shit. Woo. Oh man. When they doing their damn thing, bro. They doing their damn thing, baby. They doing I just knew the Daily Bugle, but yeah, it's dope shit though, man. That's what I said again. This is what you call marketing, a marketing genius. Dope. Like I said, this is why again I predict that Spider-Man is going to far outsell God of War. Like I said, not only are they releasing a Spider-Man PS4 Pro bundle, they also releasing a Spider-Man themed PS4 Slim. Huge. You know what I mean? Uh-oh. Follow the red pill. Shit might go left. Moving right along. But again, kudos to Sony. I think this is dope and this is ill. This is really ill. On to this here. Yes, more controllers. The Xbox Elite, been heavily rumored. Version 2.0 or version 2 has been. Rumors came out about this controller last year that they were doing a new Elite controller. And if Microsoft was known for one thing, it's making fucking controllers. Now again, I love the Elite controller. I do. If you play with it for a while and I can't. I prefer that. I just like like I said, the weight of it, the way that it feels. When actually pulling that trigger over a racing game or whatever. I just like the way it feels. My only gripe with the Elite controller, like I said, for $150, the quality, after like a few months, my B button was sticking and all these different issues that arrived from it. But I will say this: I walked my ass in the Microsoft store several times. They asked me no questions, no receipts. Hey, my button here is sticking. Let's give them back. Here's the thing: because it comes with so many pieces and accessories, what you hand them is what they're going to give you. So they're going to send it right back to the company. So if you're going in with your Elite controllers and it's busted, and you ain't got the cross or one of your knob sticks is mixing, they're going to give you a brand new controller with the same parts that you came in with. You know what I mean? Only different. But like I said, I never had an issue with taking it back there and exchange. I went to the Microsoft store. I think it's either Woolbridge Mall or the Willowbrook Mall. One of them got a Microsoft store, and I go there not all the time, but with that. But I'm looking forward to the Elite Controller 2.0. I know they just released, and I got a lot of shit for saying it was a turntable. or ship, the handicap controller. Shout out to those guys that got to use the handicap controller. $150. But here you have from a very credible source. Xbox codename Washburn is a $140 Xbox controller that will ship in October. New controller. Codename Washburn. So they're gonna most likely show it off at Gamescom. The last show probably from Microsoft this year. You got E3, you got Gamescom. I never really know about Microsoft going to the Paris Games Week. That's normally Sony's thing. So this is the last show for the public. They do have the Inside Xbox thing, but they're gonna show it off in August. Pre-orders probably go up in September, and the controller comes out in August. Like I said, I will be getting one because I like gadgets. You know me, I'm the gadget man. The gadget man. Kudos about that. Moving right along, Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Now again, this game has not been getting a lot of hype as of lately. All the hype for it, and I like Tomb Raider. I told you I just beat the last two back to back. I know. So now you get this back catalog. I beat Rise of Tomb Raider and what's it, the Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, what you call it. I beat both of them within a month. Sit there with my grandson and played straight through them, right? Cool game. Always been a cool game. But it's coming out, and I believe it's the end of September or early first part of October. And in September, you got 2K, you got Spider-Man, Red Dead Redemption coming out October 26th. So there hasn't been a lot of press or a lot of talk about Tomb Raider. And on this one here, she's going back to like the Mayan type thing, which is cool. And she's always off for adventure. But it says here, Shadow of the Tomb Raider drops deadly new footage on the Xbox One 8 will feature further details. Hold up, somebody just dropped something in the chat. I can't see it. Harry Halim. Microsoft throws money out of these controllers. Oh, they probably do. They do. Shit, all the companies do. They sell as much merch. Shit, the PlayStation 3. I'm sorry, the PS4, the DualShock is the most successful controller of all time. You know what I mean? That's how they make their money with this. And us gamers, we like to go out there, motherfucking, and buy these gadgets. I'm guilty of it. I'll be the first to tell you I'm guilty of it. Tomb Raider's for men who like to sit down and pee. Hey, you burnt out, bro. One man 6'9" said he was abused as a child, scared to smile. They called him ugly. But anyway, it says it arrives in less than a month, and Square Enix keeping hype levels in high with a steady stream of fresh footage from the game. Like again, I haven't seen much hype from the game. I know they released some gameplay last week. The game looks awesome. I can't wait to get it. I'm gonna play through live on Twitch. Looks dope. Some of her takedowns, she's known now, like I said, for the takedowns. But here it says here, Shadow of the Tomb Raider developer from Eidos Montreal have also released a few new details about the Xbox One X version of the game. As we learned earlier, those playing on the Microsoft souped-up system can choose between a high resolution mode, which runs in 4K at a constant 30 frames a second, and a high frame rate mode, which runs at 1080p at a targeted 60 frames. It's at a targeted 60 frames. I'm not saying it's going to be locked, but at a targeted 60 frame, it's entirely clear. But it sounds like the high resolution mode has a locked frame rate, while the high frame rate mode might be more variable. And expect the same thing on the Pro. Now, maybe the Pro version may hit same thing with the last one. Right? I don't know if it got up to native 4K the whole time, but if it doesn't, listen, let me say this too, because I want to talk about this Red Dead thing too after this. I've always said this to me, and I wouldn't want to think the next gen you're flip-flopping or that I'm placating to a certain fan base. I always said to me that it was silly for console gamers to argue about resolution, because resolution doesn't give you better graphics. It's the textures and the shaders that gives you better graphics. The resolution just gives you a sharper image. Example, the Amazing Spider-Man, whatever that game whatever that dog shit when it came out in the first year of the life cycle of the PS4 and the Xbox One, whatever Spider-Man game that was a native 1080p on both the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. And you take Rise and the Rome, and I'm not, compare that visually to that Spider-Man. It's just night and day. Or compare the Order 1886 to that Spider-Man game. It's night and day. You know what I mean? And what I mean by that, Rise and both the Order 1886 were 900p. But both of those games look graphically curve stomp shit out that Spider-Man. You know what I mean? So like I always said to me that was kind of silly, but neither here or there. You know what I mean? So again, expect the same modes on the PlayStation 4 Pro. You're gonna have a resolution mode, whether It's a targeted 60, maybe it's 45, 50. It's gonna fluctuate. You know what I mean? But it's a no-brainer. The Xbox One X version will outperform the Pro. It's a more powerful goddamn console. It is. Now, here's the key. Does Sony right now, at this moment, have better talented developers that can get the most out of their console? Yes. That's a fact. Right now, that shouldn't even be up for debate. It is what it is. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Also, probably the Xbox owners can look forward to upgraded screen reflections time. The game looks great. They talking about the HDR. This game was built from the ground up for HDR. The last Tomb Raider that had to be patched in, you know what I mean, with a patch. But this one game is built from the ground up with HDR in mind and Dolby Digital. Like I said, it's gonna be dope. Great looking game when it comes out. When is this game? September 14th. So a week after Spider-Man. A week after Spider-Man. I don't expect the sale numbers to be that high in September. It's like in September you got 2K. I mean, live it is what it is. You got 2K. You got Spider-Man. You got this. This game will probably be $30 by the end of October, and it's going to sell all through the holiday season. You know what I mean? The diff Target buy 2 get 1 free, which I normally take advantage of. But again, dope. I can't wait to get the game and play it. But we shall September 14th, so about a month from now, we all will be enjoying Tomb Raider. Now, getting over to Red Dead Redemption. Check them out. Let's go here. Now, I want to say this, right? Let me make this a little big, right? I want to say this, right? Which I think is a little spooky. I remember, I don't know if it came from Sony or someone said, and this was the talk, I guess, for the week, that the game was going to be 4K on the Pro. And I even on BGSC, I said I won't be surprised if it is 4K or whatever. Like I said, to me, it's not. And I know some people love the way it looked, but to me, it's not one of the best looking games visually that we got this generation. It is what it is. But if it's not, and if it's a dynamic 4K, I'm looking at something like you're setting yourself up for the okie doke. You know what I mean? Because we can't go back and say either resolution matters or it doesn't matter. And I see them out there, arguing right now on Twitter about this shit. Like, it is what it is. Like, you know what I mean? It is what it is. Like, with the same shit I should tell Kamega behind the scenes. The reason why you take so many L's is that you try to argue and contest everything. You got to know when to roll and when to fold them. And in this argument right here, like, come on, man. The X has been out how long? A year, both these, year and a half, whatever, going on 2 years. Well, no, I'm sorry. It's going to be a year this November, right? Almost a year. The X runs multiplats better. It is what it fucking is. Now, you can say, hey, you know what? We got the better exclusives. I'm going to give you that every day of the goddamn week. You're kicking Microsoft and their ass when it comes to exclusive content. Marketing deals, you're stomping the dog shit on them. But you can't win this resolution war. You can't. You can't. You won't win it. 6 T-flops to 4. 6 to 4. You can't win that. Hey, Ron Lamont, listen, it does look great on the Pro. No one's never said that it didn't look great. But they were running around talking about the game was going to be for native 4K on the Pro.
Rockstar's stunning Red Dead Redemption 2 gameplay trailer has landed, confirmed to be comprised entirely of in-game footage. In the build-up to one of the year's big... Rockstar's stunning Red Dead Redemption 2 gameplay trailer has landed, confirmed to be comprised entirely of in-game footage. In the build-up to one of the year's biggest games though, and in the absence of a PC announcement, one question remains. How does the game look at 4K on console? After all, Grand Theft Auto 5 hasn't received PS4 Pro or Xbox One X enhanced patches so far, making this the first time the developers factored either machine into its plans. Today, we have sky-high quality capture provided by Rockstar itself, a pristine 3GB file that lets us look at the game in greater depth, with some surprising findings.
As long as we get paid or you get shot, I'm happy.
I like this.
Gameplay is the firm focus, of course. The shooting mechanics, hunting, horse riding, and minigames like poker all show a sequel that's not only more expansive, but more interactive at a micro level. But it's also the game's best visual showcase so far, the first 4K capture we've seen. And Rockstar's keen to stress this is the real deal. Genuine console footage. Further to that, Sony also confirms on its blog that this is all taken from a PlayStation 4 Pro, which you might have guessed from the button prompts. Now what's curious here is, Microsoft has its own version of the trailer, an edit with the exact same footage, but with those buttons swapped in for Xbox One equivalents. So for now, the understanding is this is PS4 Pro footage at its core, and that makes sense when you look close. Alright then, the resolution. No doubt those vast landscapes are flattered by a 4K presentation. Actually, Red Dead Redemption 2's first 3 trailers were presented at 1080p, and so in terms of image quality, this is in another league entirely. But there's more to the story here. Looking closer at each cut in this edit indicates PS4 Pro natively runs at 1920 by 2160. That's 1920 pixels across and 2160 up, halving the pixel count on the horizontal axis alone from a proper 4K. It works surprisingly well given the scale of the game, even if vertical inclines appear softer than a true 4K image. Actually, in terms of the overall pixels rendered, it's a 12.5% increase over 1440p.
So basically,
the game number we see on Pro supported titles.
The game runs a little higher than 1440p.
This 1920 by 2160 setup has
which is good. Again, it's cool. Now, I want to say this here, right? The game looks great. You know, if it's what you're into, right? But I'm just telling some of my Sony brethren, you're out there, you know, you stop, leave the resolution shit alone. Keep the debate. You keep your foot on these Xbox jokers' necks. Well, you guys got better games. You gotta leave that resolution shit alone. So either we're gonna say resolution doesn't matter, or it do matter. You know what I mean? My man Tingley said Xbox talk like the majority of people have the X. Numbers prove that wrong. Here's the thing, T Gameplays. Most of the people that partake in what we do here, this console arguing, you know, stuff, they will most likely have the X, or the bulk of them will. But the majority of consumers are not here, just the casual, someone are not partaking in these online debates about what's better, this, that, and the other. The jokers that you talk to every day, or whatever, the crap gamers and the mooches and them guys, or Chris, Chris Steele and Tim Dog, yes, they all gonna have the X, the K Megas in them. But again, those are not your average consumers. Those are your enthusiasts. They get out and get every damn thing. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying to my Sony guys, like, nah, you got to concede your things. Right now, the Xbox got the resolution, fine, right? But guess what? PlayStation, you guys got the better games. Leave it at that. Don't come out there talking about, oh, look, this one released, said here, and nah. You know what I mean? Because you know what Sony does with the dynamic 4K and this, that, and the other, or Xbox will wait till Digital Foundry get their hands on it. Then, if you want to go have fun with that. You know? But again, the game does look great on the X. You know? Looks great on the Pro. I'm sorry, no, it looks good on the Pro. You know? Leave it at that. Let's see what we got here. Ain't no more. You know? But a game doesn't have to be native 4K for it to look good. To look at Spider-Man. You know? Shit, look at Ghost of Tsushima. Shit look crazy. That shit look crazy. That shit look, but now I'm looking at it. I seen a video. Let me see. I seen a video the other day. Let me see Spider-Man. This game if I can find it. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, because I'm scared of heights, right? No, that's not it. I'm scared of heights. And so much so, like, even when you play Assassin's Creed, you climb the tower, you do the leap of faith, I feel that shit in my stomach, bro. Pause. No more. I feel that shit in my stomach. Like, I'm really scared of heights, bro. Really scared of heights. You know what I mean? And this is the video here, if I'm not mistaken. When him swinging and, swinging and jumping. Man. Like, that shit's gonna scare the hell out of me. He said exclusive content. Yeah. The same as said for OG and PS4 thing. Matt Jackson. So even if a month early, I have more content from him than the Xbox dude. Hallelujah. He says God of War on the Pro looks better than anything on the Junk Box X. Yeah, they don't. As of right now, Microsoft don't have anything I think visually compete with God of War. No, they don't. And maybe not for if we're gonna say the generation in 2 years, I don't think that they will. You know, next generation, everything's up for grabs. Everything starts 0-0. You know what I mean? Maybe Sony might still come out there and kick their ass. I don't know. That's what makes it exciting. You know what I mean? And also too, what makes it me being a multi-console owner, I'm always gonna own everything. I'm always gonna have a PlayStation. I'm always gonna have an Xbox. I mean, I just think like going forward, like the next generation, I'm probably gonna be more PlayStation, more multi-plats and everything. You know, I like I said again, you know how I don't like some of the decisions that have been made by Microsoft this generation, and I don't think they're gonna change. That's just my opinion. You know, at the end of the day, you know, like somebody's like this should look ill. Like this should look dope. For the people that I spoke to that went to E3 this year, they said Spider-Man. Shout out to my brother Ian too, my man Ian. He said Spider-Man was the best looking game on the floor. They showed. So you think about what we saw, Anthem, all these different games at E3. He said Spider-Man was the best looking game there on the floor. You know. What do you think is going to get as far as the review score wise? Predator H2O. The Maslin said, y'all motherfuckers sound salty that the X is more powerful. Play by best player to play this game will be on the X until the PC version. D-Web said Microsoft had their once in a lifetime opportunity to come into this generation and they blew it. Third place forever. Get used to it, bitches. Oh man, the Jokers is crazy. We got some scores here. 95, 92, 95. My man said Space Jesus said 87 to 92. Next gen we'll get it at 91. I say a 90. A 90, I guess. I don't know. Here's the thing. What did Detroit Become Human? What did that get? Boy, that's ill. Okay, just look at this game. This game is sick, bro. This game is sick. Look at this shit. This shit is ill, bro. Damn. Just caught the car. I don't know how you just knocked Spider-Man down like that, but go figure. I don't know. It look dope though. I can't wait, man. Look at the goddamn. My man said he said Spider-Man will get a 78. I'm sorry, Detroit got a 78. Now look, Detroit got a 78, and I like Detroit. I like Detroit. I like Detroit. I like Detroit. Detroit got, like I said, like a 78. That shit was ill to me. I got caught up in that story. That shit was ill. Hold on, what we got here? All right, let me get my man Post in here. Let me get Post in here right quick. Let Post talk this shit for a minute. I'm playing Post in motherfucking Madden too, right to this. Beat his ass. Copy. Bam. Bam. Here we go. Oh, he's he said he off today. Oh, okay. I think he said he was off Friday. Here you go. Bam. Get him in here. Alright, so we got here. You said what's 89, 78, 98. Detroit deserved it. Yeah, Detroit was a good game, man. I got caught up in the story. And I normally don't like games like that. I don't play games like like Telltale games, but I'm not gonna lie, they really got me caught up in the story of that game.
Yo.
Hey, yo, what's good, bro?
What's good, yo?
Everything copacetic, man. Want to get your thoughts? Well, if I saw, you know, Digital Foundry got their hands on the. What you laughing at, man? Don't start your shit, bro.
Go ahead.
They got their hands on the of the yeah. And I was trying to tell my pony brethren, man, you gotta know when to pick and choose your battles. You gotta leave that resolution shit alone, man. You ain't gonna win that one. You know what I mean? What are your thoughts about it?
Well, we all knew it, man. We all knew it, man. When Sony came out and said it's gonna be, a lot of people give Microsoft flack because, and I was just looking at this in Bang Bang because, at the bottom of one of their pages they got 4K Ultra HD, and then they give you pretty much the definition of it, meaning it could mean native, checkerboard, or or dynamic resolution. And so Microsoft get flack for that, even though they're saying, "Hey, look, the games on the Xbox One, first party games on the Xbox One will be able to run native 4K at the same frames per second on the X as they would on the OG Xbox One." But they get flack for that, and people post that pic all around. Sony come out and say 4K, and don't nobody question. The same Sony fans who shit on Microsoft and post that same picture up there with the dynamic scaling and the checkerboard. This is what true 4K means. Mm-hmm. The same ones was the same one out there champion. Oh, Red Dead Redemption is in 4K. Ain't nobody question Sony about that shit. Sony still put 4K Ultra HD on their box, even though not one of their games run at native 4K. Yeah. They don't put checkerboard on their box. They put 4K. Yeah. So now I did see on Twitter when Sony said that Red Dead Redemption will be in 4K. Uh-huh. Oh man, it blew up. Yeah. Sony went. The ponies went back to they original stance for a minute.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
When resolution did matter, when power did matter, they went back to that. But I guess they'll be back switching sides, not saying we got the best games.
Oh yeah, they gotta leave that resolution shit alone. So Microsoft right now, you know what I mean, with the X until the new consoles come out, you know what I mean. But what does it? Yeah, what's what? Like going like I say, just say that if next generation start next year or 2019, when do you think next generation is gonna start?
When I think next gen is going to start, let me see. I think the beginning of it, I think next year will start. That's when all the rumors will start coming out. That's when all the documentation is going to start to leak in terms of next gen specs on these systems and things like that. Mm-hmm. So I will give it probably towards the end of 2019, going into 2020. That's what I think is going to start. I think Sony right now, it's probably. I think Sony will probably come out the gate first.
Okay. Well, so you're gonna give the power a nudge to Microsoft again?
I don't know. Well, listening to Microsoft speak lately, they saying they're not gonna relinquish the power back to Sony.
So they're gonna come out. They're gonna launch after them then to be sure to me.
Yeah, they're gonna either they're gonna be confident, even if they launch day and date, they have to be confident in what they're gonna put out is gonna supersede what Sony is gonna put out. But I don't think Sony is gonna go do too much with the hardware this time around. I mean, it's gonna be x86. Probably different CPU architects, probably a boosted RAM. Their NES system probably be anywhere. I think 12 gigs will probably be the standard for next gen systems. Mm-hmm. I think that's going to be standard. I don't think we're going to see any more 8 gig systems. I think 12 and up will be the standard. 16 if we're lucky, but 12 at the minimum.
We got how many did the X have? The X have what?
The X right now got 12.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be 16. 12. So it's gonna be 12 for games and 16 for the OS, 4 for the OS and everything.
That's what I said. If 16 at the most, 12 at the minimum, because right now the X got 12, and it was 4 for the OS and
8 for
gaming. But the developers told Microsoft they needed an extra gig, so Microsoft went in and consolidated the OS, and now it's 3 gigs for the OS and 9 gigs for gaming.
Yes.
So yeah, so we'll be somewhere between 12, 16. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Here's the thing. Spider-Man. What are you gonna say is gonna get as far as review scores?
You know what? That Spider-Man look. I'm a gamer. Like I enjoy Microsoft ecosystem, but I'm a gamer. That Spider-Man looks fucking awesome, man. I don't know how I'm gonna fucking hate on that game. It looks great. It looks like it plays great. It's smooth. I think it's gonna be in the 90s, the upper 90s.
Yeah, Von Lamont said the 92.
In the upper 90s. Yeah. It's gonna be up in the upper 90s, 92, somewhere up in there. I'll be shocked if that game lands in the 80s. It looked like Insomniac, and they actually gave a lot of appreciation and love to what's the developer that did Arkham Knight?
Rocksteady.
Rocksteady. They pay homage to Rocksteady. You know what I'm saying? In terms of what they was trying to do with the combat. You know what I'm saying?
So it reminded me of it when I played the Arkham City. When you jump from one enemy to jump to the other one, you know what I mean? It kind of reminded me of that.
Yeah, they pay homage to him, saying they had made one of the best, if not the best, superhero games of all time with what they did with the Batman series, and they wanted to kind of mimic the fighting style and stuff like that, and or what they did with it, the whole system that they did with it. So, and if you look at it, it really reminds you of that, and it looked like they put their heart and soul in it. So, I'm looking in the upper 90s, man.
Upper 90s. All right, so
upper 90s. Yep.
You said LOL the narrative, and they be cutting up in this chat, bro. They be cutting the hell up in this chat. Uncle Bum.
But you know what? That just shows you how quickly the narrative is gonna will change. At first, so far it's just been about exclusives. We got the better game. But as soon as Sony came out and said Red Dead Redemption was 4K, they couldn't help themselves.
Yeah.
They switched that. It went back to power quick.
Yeah.
Oh man. But it's cool though. It's it went back to power quick though. Everything good though. Everything good with you, bro?
Everything cool. But I wonder why you ducking me in that motherfucking Madden.
Man, you could get it in Madden. Ain't nobody ducking, boy.
That's all I want to know.
I just finished the story.
Oh, so you ready to rock? You ready to rock then?
Yeah, I just finished. Hey, yo, that story fire, yo. I like from the first from Madden 18 to this one.
Yeah, I ain't played the story yet. I got
that story is fire. Like whoever they did, like the way they produced it and how they put it together, man, that shit is fire, man. They need to keep going with that shit.
Yeah, I got the 10-hour trial, but you don't fuck them over here financially, emotionally. But we gonna get it in though. I mean, actually, we can play back to the show. You doing something?
No.
Oh, you know we got to expand your mind tonight, right?
Yeah, my son.
Oh, you gotta do something.
Give me a second. I'm finna go run and open the door for my sons real quick.
Yeah. Beat post. I'm about to set poster for the okie doke. I'm gonna be talking. Hold on. Yeah. Yep, it's going down. Von Lamont said, just think they're probably going to have sequels for Spider-Man. For the PlayStation 5, Red Dead 2 going to look great regardless. What console you play Tomb Raider on going to flop? What console you play on Tomb Raider is going to flop? He said, no, you know what? Hey, Ron Lam, he's saying Tomb Raider is going to flop. He said, just think they're probably going to have, sequels to the Spider-Man. For the PS5, so they might do a Venom game at the start of next generation. You know what I mean? Sony, they make it inside do a Venom game. Red 2 is going to look great. It is regardless. No matter what console you play, but he said Tomb Raider is going to flop. I'm getting Tomb Raider. I don't think it's going to flop. I think Tomb Raider is going to sell over the long haul. Like, you know, it's gonna have legs. You know, all the games like this normally, traditionally, right? Between September to about the second week in November, we get an influx of just games. Sometimes even December, but normally between September first, like September 1st until about November 14th, everybody likes to be out before Black Friday. We get all we call the holiday rush, right? And then with that, like I said, you have so many deals between the internet. You know what I mean? Games drop down to 30, 40. Like it's going to sell over the. Even the last Tomb Raider sales weren't that great. I remember there were a couple of videos about it not selling as well. But I think it ended up selling like 8 million or whatever, something like that on the Xbox. It's going to sell throughout, all the way up to next year. You know what I mean? It's going to have legs.
What's that?
Tomb Raider.
Oh yeah, that Tomb Raider. Oh my God, have you seen the gameplay footage?
Yeah.
Man, that joint on the X looks amazing.
Yeah, it look ill. So, I just talked about it. The developer said it was going to be 4K on the X.
Yeah, they got a 4K 30 frames per second mode on the X, and they got a 1080p 60 frames per second.
I'm doing 4K 30 all day.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we know fuck.
Yeah, I'm doing 4K 30 all day.
Yeah, but that 1080p 60 though is nice because a lot of people be, requesting that and asking for it. So it's good that they put it in there.
They're gonna have it on the Pro too. Same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing. We're gonna pull a D. Somebody's gonna be 1080p 60 on the X only. We're gonna pull a D in this motherfucker. Hey, Paul.
Be checkerboarded on the Pro or 1440 on the Pro and 1080p 60.
Yeah, Z Venom all day. Hold up, we got here. Hey, listen. I'm saying, look, tonight, Post, we got the Expand Your Mind podcast, bro. 10 o'clock. Did you check out the information I gave you? Hell no. I got the Hebrew Israelite warrior coming through the door today, bro.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna look at that video though. I got you though.
Yeah, man. He about to set us up for the okie doke, man. My man coming.
No, I got you.
My man coming through bringing them facts, man. I'm about to be at the motherfucking fight.
Yeah, y'all want to tune in tonight, man. It's gonna be a debate, man, with a Hebrew Israelite on our Expand Your Mind podcast, man.
Yes,
so,
sir.
Man, make sure y'all tune in. You're not gonna want to miss it. Y'all know he gonna be. So it's gonna go down. Make sure y'all tune in, man.
Yeah, that's the link there to the Twitch room tonight, 10 o'clock. But yeah, again, like I said, anything you want to see if we can do. Listen, I got 200 people. Hit the like button. Let's separate the haters from the true supporters, man. I gotta tell you something too. Hey, Paul G, get Brother Sanchez on your show. All right, hey, if Brother Sanchez can come, all the more the merrier.
Yeah. I mean, look, man, it's just about a conversation. It's not so much of us trying to put our ideals or anything like that or force them on y'all. It's just about having a conversation. And if anybody want to come in and conversate or even challenge the things that are said or being said, we welcome y'all on the show. All you gotta do is reach out to us.
Mm-hmm. You see that marketing for Spider-Man on the train? That shit crazy. They got a whole goddamn Spider-Man train in New York, bro. That's yeah. Look at the live stream. I got it on right now. I'm sharing the screen right now.
Crazy. The kids are going crazy for that right now.
That's why I said Spider-Man gonna sell God of War.
It is. I mean, it's much more of a household name, man.
Mm-hmm.
These kids right now want to get on the Spider-Man train right now.
Yeah.
That's marketing right there. Sony been going crazy with the marketing, man.
Oh,
that's crazy.
Who the fuck is Ken Masters? Oh, I got some smoke to give. I would like to be on your show today if possible. Ken Masters want to debate crossplay. You heard me?
Yeah.
Ken Masters want to debate crossplay.
Ken Masters wants to debate crossplay.
You know Jabari man, Ken Masters from Bang Bang. He just hit me up just now.
What?
Yeah.
Who he want to debate?
Whoever the pro jokers on. What's going on, Cincinnati?
Hey man, that's me. Hey man, tell Post to quit being on that bullshit, man. Yeah, I want to come on there too. Y'all on some bullshit right now, bro. Y'all on some bullshit right now, man. Y'all know goddamn well we shitting on everything. Sony shitting on everybody.
Everybody. I'm telling you, heard what he said, Post?
Post
Man, go sit your dumb ass down, man.
Come on, man. Y'all know motherfucker where we sitting on people. Sony over here sitting on people, bruh.
Yeah.
Man, who is that, man?
Everybody.
It's my man.
I ain't mean to make it all loud.
Yeah, but it's my. Hey, what's up? It's my.
Tell Post this big money from the show, man. From
That's big money from the show,
Oh
baby.
yeah, shout out Big Money, man. He hit me up on Twitter, man.
Yeah, it's big money from the show. From the Chi-Town, Cincinnati.
From the King Thrash show, bro. When we be on the round table. When he came to the round table.
When he came to the round table.
Okay, yeah, he hit me up on Twitter too, man.
Hey, when you came to the round, he was about to knock you the fuck out of the round table.
Nah.
Hey, I told you about to knock him the fuck out, man. Big Shy. Smoking.
Hey, man, I was trying to get on the thing, but there's so many people on your thing. I said, man, fuck that. I'm calling, man. And tell that motherfucking Halo story, man. He on that bullshit, man. Come on, man. Y'all know motherfucking Sony out here doing it, bruh.
Yeah.
Sony out here doing it, man.
I try to tell him.
Sony out here doing they shitting on everybody.
I try to tell
Come
him
on, man. Y'all made me mad the motherfucker up here. I said, damn. I'm looking at my nigga and them. I said, damn, why they doing us like this right now, man? Fuck that bullshit, man. Sony shitting on people, and that's what it is. And y'all mad.
Hey, bro. Hey, big bro. Tell him again.
Hey,
Tell him again, big bro.
hey, Big Money. Don't be sounding like Big Dummy, Big Money. Don't be sounding like Big Dummy, Big Money.
Bro, cause I see you got me on the thing. I know you got me on the thing.
Well, what now?
Fucked up, you got me on the thing. I turned on your shit. I said, damn, this nigga got me on the line. Goddamn. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Hey, you know what? First thing first, you know I'm always with you, bro.
For sure.
You know, you're one of the best out there that's doing it.
For sure.
When we talk about straight games. I always tell people it's nothing wrong with disagreeing, just don't disrespect.
Hey,
You know what I mean?
Big money.
That's how I fuck around.
Hey, big money. Hey, big money. Hey, big money. I need.
You got me sounding crazy. Just took me off the thing.
Hey, hold up. Hey, yo. Wait, hold on. Hey, big money. Hey, hold up. Hey, I need you to talk that shit again if we get off the air. Talk that shit one more time, bro.
Hey, I'm talking the same shit. Sony on top. Sony on top, nigga. Sony on top.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And I'm trying to tell these fuck niggas, man. Hey, yo, man, look, check it out though, right? Hey, look, next Wednesday, right? I need you to come on the show. We do this thing called Expand Your Mind podcast. I need you to come through and enlighten these brothers. Some of these non-believers.
You know, I fuck with you all day, man. I fuck with you all
All right,
day.
for sure. All right, for sure, man. We shooting tonight. Tonight I got a Hebrew Israelite warrior on the show tonight at 10 o'clock. But I'm gonna need you there, like I said, next week or even like I don't know if this guy will pull through or not. But I need you to come through and lay the law of the land down on these non-believers, these Kafirs, bro. I got look the jokers.
I got you.
Appreciate it, man. I appreciate it.
You said tonight at 10. You want to do something tonight at 10?
Hey, 10 o'clock, brother. At 10 o'clock.
Yes, sir.
All right, appreciate it.
All right, man. Y'all have a good show, bro.
All right.
Shout out to Big V. I just want to tell you one more thing. You got me sound like, man, take me off this thing, man. You got me sounding real suspicious up here.
Hey, yo, hit the like button.
I just want to tell you, Sony on top
It's going
right
the
now.
fuck down.
Sony on top. I didn't even know you had me on the microphone like this.
Hey, yo.
But let me say, Sony on top, bro.
Hey, yo,
We
listen
shitting
here.
on everything.
Fuck all that. Free smoke, bro. Listen here. I got the Hebrew Israelite warrior coming through tonight. I got the Islamic warrior coming through tonight. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be a true fuck nigga mode with a bag of popcorn, man. Make all these niggas fight and chat. Watch. You know what I mean? There's only one God, Allah Akbar. That's what I'm talking about, man. PS4 Pro sub. Bro, this Subway was crazy. That crazy, but this Subway was crazy, man. Post put up that rug on you. It was out. Damn, that nigga's crazy. But listen here, we about to get up out of here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm about to beat Post. We about to beat. I'm about to
coffee
beat.
table under his chin.
He got a coffee table under his chin. Damn. I'm about to beat Post ass and Madden. And that's how I'm doing it, man. Free smoke, man. That's how we doing it, man. If you guys enjoyed the show today with the foolery and fuckery. Hey, Von Lamont, man. I got the, man, I didn't even buy Madden, bro. I got the 10-hour goddamn code on EA Access, man. I'm fucked up. Spiritually, man. Emotionally and financially, man. I ain't say rap money slowed up. You know, like it's gonna get posted a bucket of chicken wings with an Xbox stick on it and call it advertising.
6996 don't start. You know I got you last time.
Oh,
I end the
shit.
show with another heater.
Oh shit! He said they get this nigga a bucket full of lard with an Xbox Make it great again fucking sticker. And it's crazy. With pre-alpha anthem using Xbox footage. All right. Yeah, we out of here. But listen, yo, if you guys want to continue with the fools, like I said, tune into the live stream. We about to go live on Twitch. But beat post ass and some Madden. And yeah, man, I'm out of here. It's your boy Next Gen 720.
Don't believe it, y'all. Don't believe
I'm gonna beat your motherfucking ass. Like Sony beating Xbox ass. I'm gonna beat yo.
Cut off. It's because he losing and he don't want y'all to see him get his ass.